Staying with us, I'm Bill O'Reilly in the Miller Time segment tonight. You get 2 doses of our pal Dennis because he has an extensive list of pinheads to tell us about. Miller joins us now from Los Angeles. All right, I have the list. And again, we didn't tell you what to do. We didn't know what you were going to do. You pick them out, just like Morris, whatever you want to do. I'll run them down. You explain the why. Why are they pinheads? Number 10, Larry Craig, the senator from Idaho. Go.
Well, first up, Bill, I wanted to say my apologies to Nancy Pelosi, who was a close 11. But when you assigned me to come up with my top 10 pinheads, I realized that to give her pinhead status, I would actually have to increase the size of her brain pan twofold. So sorry, Nancy, but you're on the outside drooling in this year, dear.
She'll try to make the cut next year. She will try to make it.
She'll be there. She's a perennial. Number 10. Larry Craig, the tapper, manages to somehow make the Nicholas brothers look like Karloff and somehow turns every airport layover into a telethon for restless leg syndrome. Larry, it is over. It's time to tap out your resignation in Morse code and head back home to your home stall, big fellow.
All right, so I agree with you that he should have just packed it in, and elongating this is embarrassing for everybody. Number 9 is a tie between our pals Ted Turner and Deepak Chopra, who appeared on this program a short time ago.
Well, I wanted to get to Lenny and Squiggy while their pinheadedness was still fresh in my mind from last week. You know, I loved it when you pointed out the repercussions of us leaving Vietnam and the killing fields and the 3 million dead, and Ted Turner actually looks at the screen and says, I didn't think about that much. That sums up the liberals' approach to radical Islamic fundamental terror. I didn't think about it that much.
But at least he was
honest.
honest.
And then Deepak comes in right after him and says that he wants to send doctors and teachers over there instead of the military. Doctors and teachers would be slaughtered on sight. I've come up with an option. Ted and Deepak, why don't we send gurus and moguls over there? How's that?
All right, number 8. The pregnant man. Roll the tape.
I did not feel maternal or motherly or womanly pregnant. I felt like Nancy's husband, and I felt like the father of my child. I passed by the mirror one day, and out of the corner of my eye, I saw a pregnant man. I was like, oh my God, I'm pregnant.
The visual puts him on the list, does it not?
Well, if it puts him on, it puts me on, too. Listen, I don't know what to make of this nympho satyr. All I know is the guy's more pregnant than the old woman in the shoe is, and somebody's got to get some protection for this guy, be it a condom or an IUD or a satellite dish or a catcher's mitt. I don't even know what he needs down there, but I need an equipment check on aisle 5.
This is one of those things I don't even like to think about, you know.
Billy, did you ever see a picture of his first kid?
No.
Unbelievable. Look who it is.
Who?
Well, they'll show you in a second. I asked him to get some footage of his first child. It's Canute, the little bear. I don't know how that happened, but how does a guy get pregnant?
On Miller? Did you do a DNA test on Canute? Are you positive it's the pregnant man's first child?
Yes, I did. This kid owes Canute some macro on a monthly basis. He is the father.
What a country. Pinhead number 7. I don't know this guy Fisher Stevens. Who is this guy?
Well, he's an actor, and all I know is 20 years ago, 20 years ago, he was dating Michelle Pfeiffer, and then he ran around on her, and she left him. And I always swore that if I ever had access to a pinhead list, no matter how far down the road it was, for him cheating on Michelle Pfeiffer, I was going to put him on it. So he's number 7.
Particularly when he looks the way he looks. Let's put Mr. Stevens' picture up there. It's a phenomenon that this guy would even be close to Michelle Pfeiffer, and then he blows it.
All I have to do is look at those pictures back to back, and you know why 20 years down the road, he is number 7 on my pinhead list.
Number 6, Fidel Castro.
Well, this is an easy one, Bill. I have Fidel on there at number 6 purely and simply for his refusal to die.
But pinhead, all right, you do everything you can to avoid Judgment Day, do you not? Do you not?
Yeah, but
so
believe
maybe
me,
he's not. Maybe he's not that pinhead.
Listen, if there is the possibility that Yahweh is licking his chops to throw down on somebody, it's with this guy. When I see people from Hollywood going down to shake his hand, I just shake my head and think, for God's sakes, can we not draw the line on celebrity somewhere? This guy is a bad guy, takes people out of their houses in the middle of the night for writing poems he doesn't like. Enough's enough. Die, Castro.
All right. Number 5, the 5th highest rated pinhead of the year, New York Giant receiver Plaxico Burress.
Well, Bill, for the simple fact that you walk into a nightclub with a gat in a pair of drawstring pants, it falls through your belt, slips down your leg, you go to grab it and set the gun up. Doesn't this guy realize he could have shot himself in the plexico?
That's a good point. And why would you have the gun in your sweat drawers anyway when it is illegal? Why would you do that?
All I know is giant great Sam Huff, when he heard this story, went into his backyard. He's still alive, dug a shallow grave, and turned over in it a few times.
Yeah, and this guy lost millions of dollars, this Burroughs, for doing that. All right, we'll have more with Dennis Miller, the 4 biggest pinheads of the year coming up.